So let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. Woo, I got up too late because I went to sleep too late. Staying online looking at all of this sin, all of this porn, and it led me to play with myself. Sometimes you just play with yourself. And I played with myself because I was trying to keep myself from letting a preacher play with me. Do y'all know it's a preacher that wants to pull down my panties? And I kind of want to let him, but I'm like, oh, it's already sin. And you're going to get double in trouble if you let the preacher do it. So I'm trying my best. To not let the preacher pull down these granny panties. You know what I mean. But we're going to talk about the preacher in a minute. Let's talk about how I have decided to deactivate my dating site account all over again. It's too many games getting played on the dating sites. And I even took it a step further and made it easy for these men. I went over there to the site where you just hook up. You avoid all the date and eating and all this kind of stuff. Getting to know each other. You just go right to fucking. Okay. They got those kind of dating sites. Why did I go over there? Because I was hot and ready. And I needed this fire extinguished between my legs. I got to tell the truth and shame the devil. And I was going to repent right after I got it done. Every now and again, you need somebody to play in your panties. And honey, whew, I went over there to a certain dating site to see if I could find somebody to play in my panties. And I did. I found 2 guys that I was interested in playing in my panties. And like I said, I'm trying to make it easy for them. Okay, it's a fucking site. If you're not ready to do some fucking, why are you on the site? Oh, they get on my nerves. I'm ready to let them play in my panties. But they want to text. They want to ask me how I'm doing every day. Man, who got time for that? And I would think it's the girls that be doing all of this. Playing around when it's time to get on down. But no, it's the guys done started doing all of this. Now, maybe the girls taught the guys. I don't know. But it's too much fucking games getting played out here in these streets, on these dating sites. That's why I left the first time and deactivated my account. So here we go again. I done set up my account. Sheila, I'm telling you what happened to the celibacy. Hello, Sheila. Hello, everybody in the chat. Sheila, I done backslid. Every now and again, when you're on the straight and narrow, you will backslide. I know I'm not the only one. And I was going to repent, Sheila. And yes, I had premeditated some sin. And the Lord knows. He knows all about it because he made this vagina. He know how it operates. He know how the flesh is weak, Sheila. I had got weak, Sheila. There's power in prayer, but maybe I forgot to pray that day. I don't know. But all I know is that I was hot and ready, Sheila. And honey, I needed somebody to play in these panties. And one thing led to another, and there I was over there on that site, getting ready to get in some trouble. And you can't rededicate yourself after you mess up. You can't get back on track a lot of times, but don't take it for granted. And don't let me influence you, Sheila. If you are keeping your legs closed, Sheila, keep your legs closed, Sheila. Sheila, don't do like Carmen Kaboom. Don't follow in behind me. Don't let me be your role model, Sheila. Stay celibate if you are celibate. Let the Lord keep you, Sheila. And pray my strength in the Lord, Sheila. And man, I'm just telling you the truth and shaming the devil. You know, every now and again I get weak, Sheila. I get weak. I be trying to be strong and pray for this pussy, Sheila, but sometimes this pussy just gets out of control. You know, it's got a mind of its own sometimes. And this is what happened, Sheila. One thing led to another, and my nature just kept rising and rising, Sheila, in all this heat. And whew, it just got burning. It just got the burning, Sheila. Just like an inferno, a wildfire out there in the forest. You know, maybe you ain't got that kind of pussy, Sheila, but I got that kind. And man, I was over there on the dating site. And I was looking through some possible applicants to perform this job. Because you know this is a job when a woman's got to have it. You know what I mean? I'm talking about a full-blown, thoroughbred woman. That's what kind of woman I am. And, you know, a little girl, you can take it or leave it with a little girl. But a woman, Sheila, a real woman like me, this is a job. We got some walls to tear down. You know what I mean? Donald Trump want to build something up. I got something that need to be torn down and touched. You know what I mean? And man, after the walls haven't been touched in so long. Oh, that's a job for somebody's son. You understand? And it's so much that the fingers can do. It's so much that a dildo can do. It's so much that the imagination can do. It's so much that watching porn can do. Sometimes you gotta just have a real thing like Coca-Cola. And that's what I had going on with me. And woo, I had just tried to ignore it and tried to just sit on it and just I tried everything. And I needed to be touched. You understand? So I went over there, walking through those dating site streets, looking for somebody who could handle this job. So I found me somebody who said that they was ready and qualified. And he wasn't my type per se. He was a big, black, ugly nigga. And, you know, I do have a weakness for ugly men. Because ugly men do come in handy when it's a job like this that needs to be performed. They do come in handy. Because most of them have been blessed down there. And, you know, they got a point to prove. They got something to prove. And they want to feel equal and level to the good looking men. So they really go out of their way and go over and beyond the job duties. You understand what I'm saying? And if you want to be chopped down and screwed up, get you a ugly ass motherfucking man. Oh, your vagina will never be the same. And it'll thank you later. And I know what an ugly man can do. My God, my God. And this was a big, black, greasy, ugly motherfucker. And he had them Bobby Brown teeth in his mouth. And it's something about them kind of teeth in a man's mouth. I got a feeling that they like to do a lot of licking on a woman. I got a feeling that they do. And that kind of dude, I got a feeling that them kind of dudes ain't gonna play with you in bed. They're not gonna play with your ass. And oh my gosh. So I had him in some consideration. And he sent me a picture of it. And at first I didn't notice the picture because it was fuzzy and grayed out. And then something told me to click on that grayed out area. And oh my goodness. Ooh. I I said, I know this ain't what's going on with this man. And I said, if this is what's going on with this man, he got to call me in a hurry. And, oh, I wanted him to call me. I wanted him to call me. And I left my phone number with him on his page. This big black ugly motherfucker taking forever to call me. And I was so fucking mad. I moved everybody else out the way. I wanted him to call me. And he aggravated the shit out of me. Took a long time to finally text. And I'm ready. Why he ain't ready? He done text me to tell me he gonna call me later on. What the fuck? And later on still ain't came. Woo! Is he scared? What's going on? What is going on? And see, I think it does make guys kind of scared when a woman really be coming on and let them know that she ready and just throw it on them like that. It be intimidating to these men. And I'm like, damn, if I just take my time and play around with them and blah, blah, that makes them mad. So what the fuck? Can we find a middle ground? Can we, I'm trying to make it easy on this man. And he go playing with me. So I got mad at him. I was so fucking mad and ready for this man. And he just playing. What the fuck you got to do? You ugly as hell. What did you got to do that's taking you so long to call me and come on and pick me up or let me ride the bus over there to your house or to the hotel, wherever we're going with this. And I get so fucking mad with him. I just text him one fine morning and I said, look, I am not interested in playing around. And it seems like you are not ready or you already got somebody. So please don't contact me anymore. Period. And he ain't contacted me anymore either. I don't know what's going on with him. But one good penis ain't gonna stop the show. So moving right along, you know that's one thing about the Lord. When he made one pretty penis, he made a whole bunch of them. And I don't know why that man was playing and teasing me like this. What's the point? Okay, you on a fucking site, and I let you know that I'm ready to do some fucking. Why ain't you ready to do some fucking? What is the point of being on the... Oh, what are you getting out of that? I guess some of them just like to play. And they get turned on by teasing you. You know. If you ain't ready to do no fucking, why are you on a fucking site? And then this other dude who I accepted. Here he go. Now, he wasn't my type, but he had some potential. He wasn't ugly, and he wasn't all the way cute either. And he reminded me of a gigolo type of dude. He said he was in sales. I don't believe that. But you know how they do. He was trying to sell himself on me. That's what he was trying to do. And what captivated me about him, he looked like he was about in my age group. And I didn't like the fact that every picture he kept sending me, he blowing all his cigarette and cigar to the picture. Like he was trying to conceal his face. There's a lot of that be going on them dating sites. Why do they be posting them old pictures and them pictures that's kind of fuzzy and blurry? And I can't stand them motherfuckers that be taking a group picture. Which one are you? If you taking a whole group picture, how the fuck am I supposed to know which one you are? And then they be way back there. Man, what kind of games these folks? Okay, you all, I'm back. Can y'all hear me? Can you see me? We're buffering real bad. I think I need to go get my phone seen about. It's a lot of buffering been going on. And it's supposed to be rebooted on this cycle. This is the beginning of a new cycle. I don't know why it's still buffering. I think I need to take my phone and get it rebooted. Can y'all hear me? Can you see me? I had to reboot. Let me know if y'all can Y'all can see and hear me pretty good. Are y'all still buffering? Yes or no? Okay, y'all good. Okay. I do apologize for the buffering, even though it's out of my control. But as I was saying, yeah, the other dude that said he was in sales. Now he wants the same thing. He wants to be more like a pen pal, a text buddy. Every day, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What's your name? What you like to do? Man, where are we going with this? When are we gonna get to some fucking and I told him that. I let him do that about 3 or 4 days. And I said, look, I am not interested in being a pen pal. I appreciate you want to be my pen pal. But I want to do some fucking. I signed up for some fucking. When are we gonna get to that? Every day asking me how I'm doing, how I'm doing, how I'm doing. That's not gonna work for me. You know, we got to get to know each other first. Look, I don't want to get to know you. I want to do some screwing. If you are healthy and strong and ready to do some screwing, let's go. Okay. All of that, man, bye. And I'm trying to make it easy on the nigga. Now, when I want to get to know them, they don't want to get to know me. They want to get right to pulling these panties down. Now you want to get to know me and take your time and take it slow. When I wanted to do all that, they don't do all that. What the fuck? And so I said, man, bye. I don't have time for all of this. I'm ready to pull these motherfucking panties down. Okay. And let one thing lead to another. I got a job that needs to be performed, okay? And it needs to be done right now. I ain't got time for all of this, how you doing, and let's get to know each other, and where you go to school, and what's your blood type, and what's your social security number. Man, bye! Goodbye! And, man, I signed up for some fucking. Okay? That's what I signed up for. And he want to be a text buddy. Man, you need to find somebody else with all that. And I thought I was through with him a week and a half ago. Here he go over the weekend a few days ago. You want some head? I didn't even respond to him. I didn't even like the way he said it. And then I thought I was through with him. When I'm through with you, I'm through with you. That's it. That's all. And I knew he was gonna be doing some more playing with me. Just playing. And if I had said yes, he still wasn't gonna come on with it. So I said, you know what? He might be real good, because he said on his little page on the dating site that he liked to please the pussy. He might, but I'm just gonna have to never find out. You know, some things we'll just never find out. And that's going to be one of them. And if he is a pussy pleaser, it's a whole bunch of them out here. It's just a matter of finding their asses, okay? And so there go the 26-year-old that I met out there in the streets one fine day a few weeks ago while I was walking, minding my own business. And he gonna double around. He had already passed me in that little red car. And I guess he liked what he saw. Or he was just like a lot of these guys. He think that I am the type of woman that'll go on and suck him off. And I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that one. And it might be selfish of me. I like to have it done. I like to be licked on. But I don't like to do no licking on no man. Unless I really, really know him a long time and we done built up a rapport with each other. I ain't just finna let him take his pants down, or I unzip his pants and there it go in my mouth. I'm not doing that one. You know, a lot of these females don't care because they so filthy. And they don't care if the man done peed, if he done took a shower or a bath, if he got lint balls or duck butt on his penis. They don't care if he's circumcised or not. They don't care. They just take it out and put it in their mouth. A stupid bitch. You are some stupid bitches that do that. Oh, who raised you? And, I got some standards when it comes to things in my mouth. And I got to know that the man is clean and worthy. You know what I mean? You got to build up some credit. You gotta build up some credit for me to put your thing in my mouth. This mouth was made for chicken wings and praising the Lord and repenting after I do some things I don't need to be doing. No way. I am not gonna be just walking around putting penises in my mouth like a lot of females. That's just never have been my thing. And some females claim that they love sucking dick. How can you love sucking dick? I love sucking chicken wings. I don't love sucking dick. How can you love that? How? And all penises are not created equal. Some of them stink. And that's what I don't want to do. Just let a man unzip his pants and pull it out and stick it in my face and it's stinking. And I'm at the point of no return and I just got to do it and throw up all over his legs and thigh. No. Who gonna clean it up? And that's a whole nother fight that's gonna get fought, right? But anyway, I'm trying to avoid all of that. I got to get to know you a whole lot better. And, when me and my husband got together, it took me a while to do it to him. And I tried it. And I had to put a whole garbage bag over the penis to even pull myself together to do that little bit. Ooh, yeah, a whole garbage bag. I put a whole garbage bag over that thing. And he didn't care. It was just the fact of some kind of act of that in that neighborhood was getting done. He didn't care. He don't take much to please him at all. But anyway, the 26-year-old, I usually don't like no 26-year-old, no young dude. But I will entertain them because, they got a lot of stamina, a lot of energy. And sometimes you need this thing worked out a little faster than other times. You know what I mean? And, man, I went ahead. The 26-year-old, he double backed on me and came back asking me, "Ooh, you looking good." And I know I wasn't looking good, but these men will tell you anything to get what they want. And he said, "Oh, you looking good out here. Can I get your phone number?" And usually, I don't like for no guy to ask me, pull up on me and ask me for my number and stuff like that. But I saw a little potential in the 26-year-old. He had a car, and I ride the bus. So I said, hey, he got a car. He got a young penis, and I need this pussy thrashed. So I said, okay, I'm going to go and give him my phone number. Because that pinging was going on. That pussy be pinging and sending you some signal sometime that you might, have a little something going on right here in front of you. So I decided to give him my phone number and, keep him in the interest box. And just in case, we do have to get some guys and put them on ice just in case we have an emergency. Sometimes we got an emergency situation going on between our legs. And we need some guys on ice. You know what I mean? So, the 26-year-old, to make a long story short, he was not stable in his mind. Something was wrong with that 26-year-old. And he kept on texting me. There go another texter. I can't stand texting. There go another texter. Just texting me to death. And then before he started all that texting, he started calling me early in the morning. He's a warehouse worker. I can't stand no warehouse worker. I know a job is a job, but I don't want to fuck around with no dude that work at the warehouse. I don't. But in this city, let's face it, most of these dudes, the average dude gonna work at a fucking warehouse or at McDonald's. You know what I mean? Or not work at all. So, I tried to give him a pass for working at the warehouse. And I decided I'd let him work on me. And I told him, I said, please don't call me every day early in the morning like this. I can't stand for somebody to call me early in the morning before 10 o'clock. Please don't do me like that. And I thought we had understanding. But he kept on doing the same thing. So he didn't call early in the morning, but he kept on texting my phone early in the morning. And then when I text him back, he's saying something stupid off the wall, way over there in left field. And then I don't like to do a lot of texting. I want to talk to you and I want you to talk back to me and talk about something of substance and make some sense. And he just talking all that young folks talk and half talking and let me call you right back and all this. Oh, I can't stand a let me call you right back, nigga. I can't stand nobody. I don't like nobody. Let me call you right back. And then they don't never call you right back. And then when they call you back, it's at an inconvenient time. And they still talking about, let me call you right back. Ooh! I got tired of all of that. He wore me out. He had me so exhausted with all of that. And one morning, about the third or fourth day, he was like, I asked him straight up. I said, what do you want with me? And you know, that just blew that 26-year-old head off of his shoulders when I asked him that. Because, you know, I guess he wasn't used to somebody coming at him straight up like that. A woman. Let's cut through the chase. What do you want with me? Where are we going with all of this? And I'm trying to make it easy on you. If you want what I want, let's go ahead and do it and get it on over with. And he was like, I want to get to know you. I said, okay, so when are we going to get to know each other? He said, I can pick you up this evening. I said, where we going? And he took a long time to respond to that question. And I already knew he was full of shit. And when he finally did, several hours later, respond, I can't stand somebody that take a long time to text back. There go your fingers. There go the keyboard. What is taking you? What do you got to... What is you doing that's taking you so long? You got your phone right there. See, they be texting too many women at the same time. They be trying to multitask and do a mass text and keep up with everybody at the same time. They be texting more than one woman. That's why they can't respond right away. And I can't stand that. I need your attention on me. And when he finally did several hours later, he said, we can just hang out. And I said, hang out where? And I can't stand no hanging out. When they say hang out, that means they want to do some screwing. They want you to suck their dick. That's what that means. That's what that means. And I can't stand when a guy say that he want to hang out with me. That make me feel so cheap. And just, he don't have no value over me when he say he want to hang out. And I didn't like it when he said he want to hang out. And so I asked him, I said, where we going to hang out at? And he responded, he said, at my house. I already know what that meant. I already knew. Okay. With all of this playing around, seemed like to me, I deserved a dinner. He said at first he wanted to go out to eat and all this kind of stuff. He was lying. The nigga working at the warehouse, he ain't got no money to go out to eat. And ooh, I just got tired of that boy. I got so tired of that boy. And then he was skinny. I don't like no skinny ass dude. Even though they say skinny dudes are well endowed, especially them kind with the long feet. And I didn't get a chance to look at his feet to size him up. But I said, fuck all this. It's just too much work getting this boy together. I said, shit. I told him, look, don't even worry about it. So, he kept on texting me, kept on calling me. So that night before I decided to just say, we need to end this, I called him. And I don't know if he's mentally ill or he had some woman, some girl sitting there next to him. You know, a lot of times when they got a woman and she's nearby, they got to say some stuff to throw her off on the telephone in case they answer the phone by mistake while she's there or whatever. And he said, you got the wrong phone number. And I said, this nigga is crazy. Or he got some girl sitting right there by him and he trying to throw her off. So I said, you right. I said, you right. I hung up that phone. I said, you right. I do got the wrong phone number and I got the wrong dude too. I'm just as through with that. So the next morning, he go calling me. He go calling me. I said, I wasn't going to answer the phone, but I wanted to talk to him to let him know for sure I was done with him and he need to go on to somebody else with a hair bonnet on her head. They got time for all of that. And I said last night I called you. You said I had the wrong phone number. And I want to let you know that you are so correct. I do got the wrong phone number. And you got the wrong woman if you want to play all these motherfucking games. And he was like, what? I said, oh, we ain't going to do all of that. Goodbye. Don't call me no more. Don't text me anymore. Goodbye. And I was done with that. And I ain't heard from him no more. And I don't never want to hear from him again. So I deactivated my accounts on the dating sites, on that particular dating site that I was on. And do you know it's so hard to deactivate your account on the dating sites? Why do they make it so hard? And man, oh man. So I decided I'm going to give the dating site one more try. So over the weekend, I was looking for this other dating site that I used to be on years ago. And years ago I was on there. I almost got hooked up with this 56-year-old man. And he was talking some nasty stuff. And I wanted to test drive his tongue. Because he said he knew how to work that thing. And I wanted him to work it on me. And I don't know what, we got tangled all up and I never did get hooked up with him. So I went back over there and I think something done happened to that dating site. Maybe they done went and filed bankruptcy. Maybe somebody done got in trouble over there. I don't know. But, and then Date Hookup. I used to be over there on Date Hookup. Something done happened to that site too. I can't find that site. And so I ended up finding some kind of site called Zook or something like that. And I'm convinced. I think the most decent, if it's such a thing, dating sites is the ones you got to pay for. You got to pay for a membership. That way it'll weed out all the bullshit. Most of these niggas that really is bullshitting, they more than likely not going to want to pay. They don't want to pay. They don't want to pay for a date. You know they don't want to pay for a membership on a dating site. And a lot of them go and sign up for almost every dating site. And you see the same ones on multiple dating sites. And what it is, they done took the hustle out of the real streets and brought it to these internet streets. It ain't nothing but a hustle. And they running a lot of games. And a lot of them want to scam women and play games and tease women. They get a whole lot out of that. I don't know what they get out of it, but they get a lot out of that. Just sitting back on their bed or their little couch. They ain't got to burn no gas money. They ain't got to go buy no food for no woman. Just sit back on their little couch or their little bed and just play. I can't stand all that playing. Like this one man. You know I'm crazy about the man with a beard. Ooh, I'm so crazy about them beards. I almost want to buy me one and just pretend to be a man. You know, just pretend to be a big dick nigga. And, you know, they do sell them online. I might get me one to do me a little skit for my YouTube videos. I don't know. I might do that. And, yeah, they sell eyebrows. They sell all kind of hair. Anything got to do with some hair. They selling beards. And I'm loving the beard gang. Ooh, them bearded men, honey. They turned me on. Ooh, but all bearded men are not created equal. You know, some of them think just like them dreadhead men. I can't stand no dude that wear dreadlocks. Like that dude I seen at Walmart the other day. He had him almost down to his ankle looking nasty and almost bald in the top. That shit be weighing their scalp down. That's why some of them be bald in the top. And they try to cover it up and with them scarves and pull the hair around and all that kind of stuff. I still see your bald headed ass head, nigga. And oh, so many of the women done convince them that it's sexy to wear dread. Like, I can't stand that shit. It look like an upside down mop. But anyway, them bearded dudes, the beard gang, a lot of them the same way. A lot of these women done pump their head and gas their head up, get them thinking they so good looking just because they got a beard. And they think no matter what their face is set up like, they can just slap some hair on their face and everything is all right. No, 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 no. Some of them dudes is ugly as fuck, and I can see your ugly ass face even with all that hair on your face. I can see your ugly ass behind that beard. And but some of them ugly ass dudes, the beard do help them out a whole lot. But some of them, that hair does not. It don't save the day. And I was over there on that other dating site that I set up over the weekend. I decided to try the dating site one more time. And you know, on my introduction title on my page, I had put something real nasty. For my name, my username, I had hot wet. I couldn't think of nothing else. And I'm just trying to cut through the chase. And seems like once again, when you cut through the chase, it intimidates these men. And some of them pretend they want a wholesome woman. You know all the time you want to do some fucking. Why are you pretending like you want a wholesome woman? Then when I pretend like I am a wholesome woman, but when I put it out there and, you know, make it seem like I'm a wholesome woman, they be want to treat me like a tramp. I don't know what to do with these motherfuckers. So I just put it out there. My name is Hot Wet. And I think that dude got a problem with that. I think he think I'm a just old tramp. And he call himself looking for a wholesome woman. But it's too late for me to turn around and change my name. He already done seen Hot Wet now. So what am I supposed to do? And so he just taking his time. I done gave him my phone number 3 times. And he still ain't text me. He still ain't called me. He just telling me on the dating site, I'm going to call you later on. When is later on going to be? And I told him yesterday, look, I'm not going to be on this site forever. I'm getting ready to take my page down. He want a picture. I'm so sick of these motherfuckers who want picture crazy. And I don't want my picture up there on the dating site. What if I see somebody that see me that know me? I don't need my picture out there like that. And I went ahead and put my picture up there. But I'm going to deactivate that page today. I don't need my picture out there in that trash streets like that. You know what I'm saying? I got a reputation to uphold. And man, oh man, what if my Sunday school teacher see me over there? And he ain't supposed to be over there. You know, when I was a little girl or whatever. And they're going to be like, what? This girl, you know what I mean? What if one of my cousins see me over there? And they pretend to be a Christian too. They ain't supposed to be over there. But they see me over there. You know what I mean? What if my potential employer ain't got no business over there, but they over there too? What if they see me? Or my coworker? What if the bus driver that drive the bus, what if they see me over there? They ain't got no business over there. But then what if they see me over there? You see where I'm going with this. I don't need my picture over there in that trash, in that garbage can. I don't need my picture over there. And that's a liability. That's a liability. I got a reputation to uphold, like I said. So I went ahead and put my picture up there under pressure from him. And I told him to text me. I can give you a picture, plenty of pictures from my phone, discreetly back and forth between me and you. He don't want to do that. I think his ass is married or got a woman. What is taking him so long to come over here to my phone? Why he want to stay over there at that dating site? And then yesterday, I say he done added 3 more pictures. He's still laying on the bed in his truck. I still ain't seeing every part of him, but he want to see all of me. And he still ain't called me. And I'm getting so fucking aggravated with this man. And the only reason why I don't say fuck you, bitch, and go on about my business is because he look good. He real chocolate and got some pretty lips. Ooh, he got some pretty lips. And he down there in Batesville, Mississippi. It's some big dick niggas down there in Batesville, Mississippi. I know about Batesville, Mississippi. You know, that's the next door neighbor to my hometown in Oxford, Mississippi. I know about them niggas down there in Batesville. Some good looking niggas, big dick niggas down there in them woods. And I want to see what he working with. And he got some real pretty bedroom eyes. I like him. And he got that beard. And he got that hair around his mouth. I love all of that. And he just turning me on and aggravating the shit out of me. And just building up all this suspense. I'm going to have to put this puss on his face and punish him for this. I mean, just, ooh, why is he doing me like this? And just taking his time and, he making me so fucking hot and ready to throw this thing all over his ass. You know what I mean? I can't stand no man to do me like this. And here he is doing me like this. I think he got a problem with my name. Sitting up there hot, wet. And he think I'm a tramp. And he think I'm just over there just with everybody. All them dudes. And I'm, you know, I might be a nasty girl. Just full of STD and all that. And hair bun and blah, blah, blah. And, oh, excuse me. Hold on, y'all. God. Okay, y'all. Ooh, I gotta go get me some antibiotics for this cold. I can't take it no more. And, you know, I can't be out doing all this coughing and this and that if I plan on getting some, you know, some things going on. I can't be coughing all over these men while they huffing and puffing all over me. You know, that coughing is just interference. It just throw everything off. How I'm going to be Tyrone or Charles or David, yeah, and cough, cough. Man, please, I ain't got time for all this motherfucking coughing. And blowing my nose, I gotta stop and blow my nose while he, you know, pleasuring me. I ain't got time for all this. So we gotta get all that cleared up. All right. Okay, so all right, let's get to the preacher. While we wait on the good-looking man with the beard to decide if he gonna call me or not. I'm so sick of his ass. Ooh, I'm so sick of his ass. But we're gonna wait and see this week if he called me. I don't know what's taking his ass so long. And the preacher wants to pull my panties down. I'm so sick of him. I'm so sick of him. Let me tell you who he is. Okay. We used to work together. I ain't going to tell you his whole name, but I'll tell you a piece of his name. I'm going to keep his identity as concealed as much as possible. I used to work with him at the airport. And he called us, you know, it's a lot of so-called preachers. He ain't no preacher. He ain't no real preacher. But he called himself a preacher. And I always talk about the Bible this and God this and quoting these Bible scriptures. But what about that part that says you ain't supposed to be fornicating? Charles. And you know, I really don't want to screw no man named Charles. But you know them Charles and David and James, they some real good screwers. You can trust a Charles in bed. I ain't never heard nothing bad about a Charles. I ain't never heard about a Charles having some shortcomings. You know what I mean? So I ain't never looked at Charles like that. I just looked at him like a brother, you know, a friend, a member of the clergy by default. And we had lost contact for a while. We was real good friends at the airport. And I never looked at Charles in no sexual manner. And, you know, he just a little short, about my height, short, dark-skinned dude. Kind of nerdy looking. You know, not real nerdy, but he in the nerdy lane. I should say that like that. Okay, so several years later, after we was working at the airport together, we reconnected. You know, when I started riding the bus, and well, oh Lord, and I'm almost gonna say too much. Okay, so I met him again, and man, oh man, he let me know in so many words that he like sex. And I'm like, how you gonna like sex and you a preacher? He said, well, I'm a man first before anything. So you're gonna be strong in all areas of the Bible, but you weak right here and you're gonna make excuses for it. And so from that point on, I'm looking at him kind of sideways. You know what I mean? How you gonna tell me about myself and you ain't strong as you supposed to be? And you willfully ready to pull out your penis and go to work. But once again, I wasn't taking him seriously because he really not my type. And I have to have a type in order to get aroused all the way. You know what I mean? And not halfway, but a piece of me want to cooperate with Charles. But a piece of me saying, no, you better not. Because you might regret it. Just like when I pulled my panties down for somebody else and their life ain't never been the same. They been stalking the hell out of me. Obsessed. Y'all remember that, right? And you know you can't give every man a taste of your pussy. Because once they get that taste in their mouth, man, they like a rabid dog. Woo! I mean, you can't let every man smell it and taste it and touch it because they can't handle it. Especially when they ain't used to getting it and getting some good grade of pussy. Like mine, you know. Because, you know, I'm fat. And then, you know, them legs and thighs be held tight together. So that's keeping it. What's the word I'm looking for? It's keeping it. What's the word I'm looking for, y'all? It's keeping it juicy. You know, just like you can some fruit and you put it in a mason jar and tighten up that lid. It's sort of like that. It keeps it preserved. That's the word I'm looking for. It's being kept preserved under all this fat and this heat and sweat and these panties pulled tightly together. It's preserved. And that's some good pussy when it's preserved, in my opinion. And it ain't been touched often. And man, when you got a case of some hot pussy that's been preserved and ain't nobody been touching on it, I think as a man, you got yourself a good thing, honey. Ooh. And Charles want to test drive this pussy. And I kind of want Charles to do it. Because, you know, it's something about the men in the church. When they put them church clothes off and take them church shoes off, honey, I think they can dance in that pussy. And Charles say he loves sex. And he puts so much emphasis on love. And I be listening to Charles and my pussy be pinging when he say it. And he like to talk nasty, but then he pull himself back. And I be taking notice of everything that he say. I be hanging on to his every word. And see, me, I'm the type of woman. I don't like to just, ooh, there go that monster face. There go that monster face. The roommate, here he come. Ugly bitch. I can't stand his ugly ass. I knew he was going to come back before 1 o'clock. Ugly motherfucker. And this pussy just driving him crazy. In his mind, he think I gotta get back home to my woman. He think I'm his woman. Crazy bitch. Woo! Do y'all hear? I can't stand when I hear that door. I can't stand when I hear that door and that punk ass monster face motherfucker coming back. Ooh. But anyway, uh, oh, he wanna put his mouth on this pussy again so motherfucking bad. And I ain't gonna let him do it. And it's driving him crazy. And, you know, if it was worth it, I would use that to my benefit. But it ain't no incentive for me. The nigga's broke. He ain't got no house. He ain't got no job. He ain't got no car. He ain't even got a bicycle no more. And he can't even feed himself. He got to go up there to the church and beg for lunch, breakfast, and dinner, and an in-between snack. What the fuck can he do with me? What can I do with that? And ooh, take that broke dick to somebody else with a hair bonnet on her head. Because I don't want it. I don't want no broke tongue. I don't want no broke penis, dick. And then it's ugly. And he ugly. Ugh. And walk like this. Bitch, bye. And with them ugly ass Family Dollar shoes on his feet. And back to Charles. So yesterday, and this is another thing that I'm kind of reluctant to give my pussy to Charles. Charles don't want to give up no money. Charles don't want to take me out to eat. He took me out to eat one time. And he think he done built up some credit. It was nothing but a $10 breakfast. You ain't finna get this pussy for $10, Charles. And Charles think he done built up some credit from that one $10 meal. No, Charles, you gotta spend a lot of more money. You got that good job. Come on, Charles. He real cheap and stingy. And he think he gonna get this pussy for free. You gonna have to work for this pussy, Charles. That's what Charles don't know. But Charles gonna find out or go on about his business to somebody else. And Charles know I've been struggling out here in the streets, and he got a great big old house out there in the country. And won't even ask me, you want to come over here and stay a while and get yourself together or nothing like that. And then first he said, well, if you had a car and it wasn't so far, I would let you come out there and stay with me. He said that a few months ago. But then last night he gonna say, well, if I didn't already have a roommate, you could come over there. I said, who is your roommate, Charles? Is a woman or a man? And then he was reluctant to tell me it was a woman. I said, Charles, that's your woman. That's not your roommate. He said, no, that's my roommate. I said, well, Charles, can I come over to your house tonight? He said, I don't know about that. She may not like that. We don't even do stuff like that. I said, Charles, that's because that's your woman. Why he lying to me? And I said, okay, y'all don't do stuff like that. Okay, well, let me say it like this. We ain't gonna do nothing. Can I come over there and sit on the couch and we just talk about the sun and the moon and the stars? Can we do it like that, y'all? He said, I don't know. We might be able to do it like that. The nigga got a woman over there. That's his woman. That's not his roommate. And he already lying. We already starting off on the wrong foot. I gotta have some integrity involved with giving you this pussy. If you're lying about a little things, you're gonna lie about a lot of things. We gotta be straightforward. Why are you lying? Okay? You wanna have sex. I do too. Why are we bullshitting with all this in the middle? And then there's another thing. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get my nose together again. Hold on. And this is another thing. Okay. He say he loves sex. Charles, the preacher. And he say he love licking pussy. And he told me last night he had his hands on me. He said, when I do it, I like to do the whole body. Oh, when he said that, that turned me on. He said, I don't just focus on that. And then I want to make sure that the woman is shaved. I love it when it's shaved down there. I said, well, I'm already shaved. I do that anyway. He said, oh, I like that. And see, the type of woman that I am, I always been this way. I don't want to just, even though I'm just gonna give you the pussy in a way, that's a given. I'm gonna give it to you, but I want to feel like I'm pure and innocent, like you just kind of, you know, not forcing, but persuading me, and I'm so vulnerable, and you just accidentally put your hands on me, and then one thing lead to another, and there I go, just so weak, and I'm gonna give it to you like that. I don't like to just, feel like a trash tramp. And he told this a second time he done told me to call him after 1 o'clock. I'm asleep after 1 o'clock, and I got things to do the next morning. I don't want to stay. I know what he want. He want a porn star. He want me to talk nasty to him so he can sit over there on his bed and play with his dick. And he want me to be a porn star for free. I'm mad about that. Okay, that's what you want. Pay, you don't treat me like a whore, pay me like a whore. But he trying to avoid, any type of financial assistance. And he see I'm out here struggling, and I'm taking all that into consideration. He won't even ask me, do I need a ride? That day, last weekend, when the bus driver left me stranded on the side of the road, I called him. He wasn't even concerned. But I'm like, but you want this pussy. Why should I give my pussy to you and you don't even care about my welfare? You know what I'm saying? Won't offer me a ride. He see I'm trying to get a place. And I told him last night when we was talking on the phone, I said, I'm trying to get me a place. I said, I want to do it. But I'm not even in no situation to be fucking with you right now. And I'm thinking that's going to open up the door to him saying, well, yeah, we do need to get you a place. What can I do to help you out? He got real good credit. He got good co-signing ability. All kind of resources. But that's not even of interest to him. He done showed me that so many times. So I'm like, why should I be pulling my panties down for you and you don't give a fuck about me? And, okay, you don't want to, that's another thing. You don't want to do it over at your house. You say you got a roommate, which is your woman. Okay, what we supposed to be going? You too fucking cheap, so I know you ain't going to be wanting to get no hotel. What the hell we supposed to be going on the side of the road? Behind our abandoned building? Where we going with this? To do some screwing. If I go ahead and cooperate. And I'm like, where is the incentive? And then when he was telling me last night that he liked to do the whole body and he liked to lick and all of this. And I told him I don't like to do no licking, but I like to be licked. I know it's selfish. And he was like, well, that's fine. I do like it, but I ain't going to pressure you into it. If you don't want to do it, I understand. And, I don't know what he said, but I started giggling. And he got mad because I saw the giggling. He said, there you go. There you go. You're not even taking me seriously. And he real sensitive about little anal things like that. That don't even matter. So fucking what if I giggle? And he got mad because I giggle. What the fuck? And almost everything he say, if I get, okay, you talking to me for me to give you some feedback. Then when I give you some feedback and it ain't what he want to hear, he gets mad. And I said, these are some signs of some potential mental instability. You got to pay attention to the signs. And sometimes it's not worth it pulling your panties down for some of these folks because they not stable enough to be able to handle it, And I'm paying close attention to that. And then that's another thing. I'm a talker. If it's somebody that's worth talking to, and I consider him somebody that's worth talking to, we have good conversation. We got good rapport with each other. But he likes to shut me down when I'm talking. He said, that's your problem. You do too much talking and you don't listen enough. And I don't like that. Okay. In other words, you trying to pick me apart and change me. No, you ain't gonna pick me apart and change me. If I'm gonna be the way that you want me to be, who am I? I'm not myself. And he trying to rebuild me like a robot. He want me to move and be activated the way he want me to move and be activated. That's not who I am. And the answers that I give him, he don't like some of the answers. So what the fuck am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to just be a bobblehead and just sit here and listen and do what he want me to do? No, I'm not going to do that because that's not authentic. That's not authentically me. And this another thing. And I'm not talking bad about y'all. But like I said, he's not my type all the way. He got some potential. You know, he's a chocolate thunder. But he lacking a lot of the lightning. I gotta have some thunder and some lightning to really get me going and get me aroused 100%. Now, he got me aroused, but it's not to the capacity of 100%. He got it up to about 27%. I'm just going to be honest. And I'm trying to imagine letting Charles lick on me, pull my panties down and lick on me. And I'm just not comfortable with Charles, my former co-worker, my good friend, something sort of in the same class as a brother, lick on me. I ain't gonna look at Charles the same. It's gonna just change the dynamics of our friendship. And we got a pretty decent friendship. And how we gonna talk about the Lord after this if we go there? How? And I don't know what that is on Charles' top lip, but it kind of looks like a cold sore. And I'm thinking it couldn't be herpes, because if it were herpes, it would have been on bust by now, went down by now. And it's just staying there. And I want to ask him, but I want to hurt his feelings. I want to ask him, Charles, what is that on your lip? And see, Charles gonna want to do some kissing. I don't want to kiss Charles with that mouth looking like that. You know what I mean? And then he just got his teeth fixed. And I was looking at that. I didn't have a big problem with his teeth. One of his tooth was chipped all up, kind of half broke off. And, I was looking at that. It was looking kind of raggedy. So he got his teeth fixed. And I said, Charles, I said last night, I said, Charles, you're going to make me cooperate with you. You're going to make me let you pull these panties down, and I'm going to have to repent. And he got so excited when I said that. And he started rubbing on me. And I wasn't really feeling comfortable when he was rubbing on me. And I like a man with big hands. I like a big hand man. And Charles got them little mid-sized hands. And he keep on talking about he loves sex, but I'm looking at Charles. He don't look like he's set up like that. And then he got the small frame. I don't like no dude with no small frame. And I'm trying to envision in my mind Charles having a big dick. And for some reason, I can't see Charles having a big dick. And I'm going to be mad as hell if I go ahead and just, let Charles pull my panties down. And he got that little mediocre dick. And I'm going to be real mad, super mad. Ew, I'm going to have a cape around my madness. If Charles got one of them little lousy dicks with an uncircumcised head, I'm gonna be so motherfucking mad. And and then if he turn out to be the one that just lick around the clit, the hood, I'm gonna be so motherfucking, I can't stand that shit. And then what about Paul when he gonna want to kiss and I can't stand no dude. If I don't want you to kiss me, I certainly don't want you licking on my areola and my titties. I'm real particular. That go hand in hand with sucking dick. I don't let any man kiss me in the mouth. I don't suck all men's penis. And I don't let every man lick and suck on my titties. I'm real protective of my titties. And you know who call himself gonna grab my titties and lick on and suck on. I said, oh no, no. No. Your mouth is only supposed to go down there. Your mouth is not gonna be on my titties. That's reserved for special men. You gotta be real special to suck and lick on my titties. I don't let any mouth on my titties. You know, I should feel the same way about my pussy, but you know, the pussy just it's just down there by the booty and the booty next to the doo doo and all this and you know, anybody, not anybody, but almost everybody can go down there, and I just take a bath and pray about it. You know what I mean? But my titties and my mouth is extra special, and you got to be special to put your mouth on those two, especially. My vagina is special too, but my mouth and my titties is extra special. And man, I'm just thinking about Charles. Ugh. And he made me so mad on that phone. He really wanted me to talk nasty to him. And I'm real qualified to talk nasty to you. I'm the queen of it. I'm the boom boom queen. You understand what I'm saying? I can turn you on. I can get in your head. I can do all that. And I like to do it. You know, phone sex and all this and that. You know. And I was in the mood for it last night, but Charles is on the other line. Yeah. And I'm like, I can't get into this with Charles. And he would get aggravated because I wouldn't get into it with him and you know, talk nasty. It's Charles. And how in the hell am I supposed to get aroused with Charles? You know. Sure, I can imagine that it's Boris Kojo or any other sexy man. But at the end of the night, it's Charles. And I just can't get into talking nasty with Charles. I just can't get into it no matter how hard I try and let my imagination. You know, the imagination can only go so far. It's Charles, the preacher. The so-called preacher. And Charles. It's Charles. And I just don't look at Charles like that. You know, hold on, y'all. I got to get my nose together one more. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So, Charles got mad at me this morning. We was on the phone going on almost 2:30 in the morning. I'm tired as hell right now. And then after I get off the phone, Charles did have me kind of aroused, but I didn't want to talk nasty with Charles. So I went back over there to the dating site to check on the man with the beard. He's still playing. Still ain't text me. Still ain't call me. And I said, well, I'm going to go over here into the porn sites because I got to play with myself after I got through playing on the phone with Charles. And I was thinking about what Charles said to me. And see, that's what led Charles to want me to call him. He had texted me around 9:30 and asked me what I was doing. You know what that means when a man texts you what you doing. You supposed to say, I'm just laying in bed thinking about you. Oh, I'm just playing with myself thinking about you. You know, something like that. That's what they be wanting you to say to them in your response. And I started to say that to Charles. So when I called him, he told me to call him. When I told him I was laying in bed, I just put it like that. Because I just feel gross to say I'm laying in bed thinking about you. Ugh. And so I just said I'm just laying in bed. So that's what made him say, call me. And I knew what he wanted. And I could talk real nasty to Charles and turn him on and have him crazy and about to pop his head off his shoulder blades, right? But it's Charles. Ooh. I just can't make myself talk nasty to Charles. It's Charles. Charles. And, woo, and he said, what were you thinking about? You said you were thinking about, in my text, I said I was thinking about what he said to me when we saw each other face to face. And I could have said I was thinking about what you said when you like to lick this pussy and you like to touch everything and lick everything, and I was just rubbing this thing, and while I was thinking about you, and I wish it could be your hands down here instead of mine, y'all. Ooh, I'm so hot and red and it's so wet, y'all. And I could have said all of that and just had y'all just crazy. And just, firecrackers just popping all over the phone, right? But it's y'all. And I can say it to y'all. And he got so fucking mad at me because I wouldn't say it and talk nasty to him. He got so motherfucking mad. And he said, you need to be specific. I'm asking you a question. And I can't stand when he try to talk like he my dad and like he the boss. That's turning me off. I'm trying to build it up, Charles. Will you let me build it up? And then when he started all that authoritative talking to me, they just shoot everything out the window. I don't even want to talk nasty to your ass. Trying to talk like you my dad or my boss. Man, bye. Just done blew the mood, right? I gotta set the mood. I gotta build it up. I already don't want to talk nasty to you as it is. Will you please let me get my imagination going and imagine that I'm talking to somebody real good looking? Okay. Just shut your mouth. You telling me to shut my mouth. I need you to shut your mouth. And let me just let my imagination go to work. We might get somewhere, y'all. If you shut up, you telling me to shut up. And, man, so he said, he thought he was really turning me on when he said, I'm going to put this move on and get some instructions out of this. These people act like, he talk like an old man. That's another thing. When he do his old sex talk, he be talking like an old man. And speaking of an old man, that old man at the bank, he looked real good. And he been trying to flirt with me. And I didn't look at him like I looked at him yesterday. And yesterday, the young dude, he good looking too. But I ain't really interested in him because he treat me like a old nigga. You know, Mr. Burnett, this white man came in the bank the other day. Oh, how you doing, Mr. Burnett? And I told that Mexican woman that was helping me, I said, I need to get it. I need to get like Mr. Burnett. Maybe I can get a hello, how you doing when I come in the bank. I ain't getting none of that. And he was like, well, he tried to make an excuse. And it was too late. You didn't speak to me. He done did me like that so many times. And I kind of was attracted to his good looking ass. But I guess I ain't his type. So he tried to ignore me. So ever since then, now he trying to give me some play. It's too fucking late to backtrack and clean it up. But I might let him clean it up. Because he do look good with that motherfucking suit on. And that's another thing. I want to date a man or mess around with a man with a suit and tie. It's something about them motherfuckers. I've been looking at them. I seen one yesterday walking down the street. A black dude. Mid-size in height. I don't like the mid-size dudes, but I will work with them. Man, he had this chocolate doo-doo brown suit on and them shiny ass dress shoes. He was looking real good and walking down the street with his hand in his pocket. You know, it's a man with his hand in his pocket. It's something to be said about them motherfuckers. They got it going on and they know it. I like all that confidence. Yeah. And I was looking at him. I said, oh, yeah. And he had a bald head and a beard. He was looking good. And I said, oh, some woman done rolled that dick and told him, oh, this is yours, daddy. And he feeling like a king walking down the street. He must have made a squirt. He feel accomplished. And I said, man, I need to make time for you. Ooh, he was looking good. And I ain't had no man that's got a suit and tie. I think it's time for me to have a man with a suit and tie. And you know, Charles supposed to be a preacher. And when he get dressed up, he do look nice. But it's still Charles. And then he got that pot belly. I don't want want no man with no pot belly. I got a pot belly. How we gonna be belly to belly to belly to belly? You know what I mean? And then I'm trying to imagine Charles naked. I think he got a little booty. And I don't like no man with a little booty. And then it's probably got a little bitty pug booty. I don't like that kind of booty. And then what if he the type he want me to squeeze it and lick on it? I need a hard back booty. A man with some big hands, a big strapping chest and shoulder blades. Because I got some big legs and I want to throw them around them big old shoulder blades and big old back and thighs and big booty and sitting up there hard as a rock. That's what I like. You know what I mean? That's what I deserve. A good looking, big strapping man. You know what I mean? Rub on them big arms while I'm calling this name and all of this and all of that. And I'm crazy about a man with a bald head. That's kind of why I mess with so-and-so. But I didn't know that motherfucker was retarded behind the bald head. But I found out, didn't I? But anyway, enough about that garbage. And, woo! Sometimes you regret taking your panties down. And that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to regret taking my panties down with the preacher. How can I look at myself in the mirror if I let the preacher take my panties down? How? My prayer. That's going to change the dynamics of my prayers. The Lord going to be looking at me like, say what? Woo, and I'm be like, Lord, please forgive me. Again and again and again. And the Lord gonna be looking at me like, say what? Say what? And I cannot risk going to hell for fucking a preacher and letting a preacher lick on my pussy. How he gonna pray and preach with my pussy residue on his lips? Ooh. And I will not go to his church after he done did all this to me. I will not. How do the church whores do it? I just couldn't go to church and praise the Lord after I done let the preacher do all of that sinful stuff to me. How you gonna go and lay out prostrate and worship in the house of the Lord after you done let the preacher? You know what I mean? I'm a different kind of whore. You know what I mean? I'm a different kind. All whores are not created equal. And I'm just a different type of whore. Different. But anyway, it feels so good to get that off of my chest. And I feel compelled to keep my legs closed and repent for all these lustful thoughts and masturbating and premeditating, fornicating, and rededicate myself to the Lord. I just feel so nasty and dirty for talking to the preacher nasty as I did. Ugh. Whew, that was an unholy conversation that we had last night. And I gotta be righteous. You know what I mean? I try, but every now and again, I fall down. But we get up, right? But we can't take that for granted. Getting back up and trying to walk the straight and the narrow. But anyway, that roommate done cut that air conditioner off. I think that landlord done had a good talking to him. And speaking of the landlord, I want to get that landlord some of this pussy. I want to give him some of this rental pussy. He look real good. And I don't know why he taking so long to ask me to come over there to his house and let one thing lead to another. What is taking him so long? Do I need to just say, look, landlord, I want to give you some of this pussy. What's up? I know he wanted. Who would reject some pussy. Who? What man is strong enough? Tell me his name. I don't know one. I don't know one man that's strong enough to reject some pussy. I don't know. One. And I feel like if I say it, he gonna cooperate. Without a doubt. But I don't feel comfortable just saying it. You know what I mean? And anyway, I could use that to my advantage and get, you know who, put the fuck out of here. If I wanted to, why he acting a fool with me? And I think he know it too. I think he know it. I got the upper hand on you, bitch. I got a pussy. You just got a stupid ass state of mind. The pussy gonna win every time, without a doubt. The pussy gonna win, hands down. And if I put this puss on the landlord, I can get your punk ass put out down. And ooh, and right? And I'm just thinking, should I? Because he kind of big. He got that beard and he got a nice looking face. And I had a feeling that I wanted to when I first seen him. It was some chemistry there. You know, that's important. Chemistry. As well as compatibility. You know, the chemistry, it really matters most to me. I gotta have some chemistry with you. And that's what I'm lacking with the preacher. Yes, Mega J, he is black, honey. The landlord, he's black. And I just don't know if I want to go there. Because, you know, once you go there, ain't no coming back. Ain't no coming back. After you go there, it ain't no coming back from that. You know. And he acting like he can take it or leave it. You know, he ain't making no advances. And I'm trying to figure out why. Is he scared that I'm going to put a sexual harassment suit on his ass? I think he kind of nervous about that. I think so. And I'm not that type of woman. You know, I want him to sexual harass me. I want him to do it. And I'm gonna cooperate. I ain't gonna tell nobody. I'm not gonna tell nobody nothing, not even y'all. And it's gonna be our little secret between me and him in that bed. And the Lord. And I know the Lord will forgive me for that. I know he will. I know he will. And something else I don't want y'all to tell nobody. Shh, don't tell nobody. Don't y'all tell nobody this, what I'm finna tell y'all. Do y'all know yesterday I ate some good fried fish? That motherfucking fish was so motherfucking good. I know I'm supposed to be on that motherfucking diet, but fuck that diet. Fuck the diet for now. I'm going back in a few minutes and getting me some more round 2. And I want y'all to forgive me. Like the Lord done already forgave me. That motherfucking fish was so good. But let me tell you why I fell off the bandwagon and backslid once again. I'm going to get back on track. Don't y'all worry about it. I'm going to get fine. It's just a matter of when. I'm going to do it. This week, I'm going to get back on track. But this is how. I blame whoever that was yesterday on YouTube. I was watching a YouTube videos and they was having a mukbang. They was eating some good fried fish and shrimp. And all that smacking and crunching got the best of me. And they were talking about how good it was. I said, fuck this shit. I got to reroute all my plans and go somewhere to find me some fish. Man. And when I finally got it, it was good. Oh, man. I ain't had fish like that. But one time, years and years ago, man, that fucking fish was so fucking hot. and delicious and crispy and crunchy. Just right. I ain't have no complaints about that fish. And then I had some fries on the side. They were seasoned just right and some good sweet tea. Oh, and I said, I know my sugar gonna shoot up through the roof, but Lord, block the diabetes today. Block it, God. Block it. That motherfucking fish was good. And then somebody, one of my subscribers, sent me a good donation. And I thank you, girl. I thank you so much. And she told me to enjoy myself. So I did what she said. It's her, if we're going to blame anybody, we ain't going to blame nobody. I ain't gonna blame her. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for that donation, honey. And thank all of you all that have donated to me. I really appreciate you so very much. And I took that donation. I went downtown and got me some good fish. While I was down there listening to them guys, that was so random. And I know they ain't the best looking group. They ain't the best. But we appreciate them nonetheless. And, I enjoyed them and I gave them a little tip. I needed that money, but I gave them a tip. God gonna replenish and bless me nonetheless. Nevertheless. More the less. And, man, that was some good fish. And I'm going to go back down there, even though I need to go to the library. What time is it? It's almost 1 o'clock. I'm going to go to that library, but I'm going to go get me some fish first. And I need to go to the post office too. Because somebody just been wording me and threatening me about this bill. And they think I ain't going to meet the deadline, but the devil is a lie. And I got to go send that off and get my fish and go to the library. And I think talk to the preacher later tonight. I don't know. I might avoid his phone call and his text message and pretend like I was asleep. You know what I mean? That's how we do some people we don't want to be bothered with. And then we be procrastinating about. We see them calling us and texting us and we just ignore them. And then when, they see us or we happen to answer their calls or text the next time, we just be like, oh, I was asleep. Oh, my phone battery was down. Oh, I left my phone at the house and all of this and all that. So, I don't know if I want to let the preacher pull my panties down right now or ever. I just don't know. I don't know. I like Charles, but not all the way like that. Oh, excuse me. So very much. That is so inappropriate of me to be all in my nose on the video. Like the other day, that was so nasty. I was just, ooh. I said excuse me one time. I guess that should have covered every time. But in case a lot of y'all was so disgusted, I apologize right now. But yeah, I gotta go get this nose seen about. I need some antibiotics, I guess. I don't know if it's allergies. I've never had allergies before, but they say they can hit you at any time in life. Allergies. And I can't stand all of this. And I ain't got time for it, especially if I let one thing lead to another and get up in this bed with one of these men. I ain't got time for all this coughing and sneezing and going and in my nose and man, bad. That's gonna interfere with all the ooh and and calling his name and all this and all that. You know what I mean? That's gonna interfere. And I like it. Let me tell y'all something about me that I like. I like when one thing leads to another. And I think I got a sexy moan. And a lot of people done told me, my friend, when she came over here and slept. Well, she didn't sleep. I don't know why she don't want to go sleep. And kept waking me up, telling me that I moan in my sleep. I don't know why I'm on. Some people snore. I'm on. I'm different. You know, my mom, she used to moan. I guess it's hereditary. And I think that's why some of these men, especially my husband, he be thinking I be ready when I'm sleeping. I be mad as hell to wake up with his dick on my thigh. Man, and hunching on my leg. Man, bye. I'm asleep. I'm not ready for you. And I guess that moaning in my sleep, they be thinking I be ready to screw. I'm asleep. That's what I do. I moan in my sleep. I don't know if I'm dreaming about a big dick nigga, if I'm fucking in my dream. I don't know what's going on. I'm asleep. I don't know. But my friend, the girl, the woman, she's supposed to be a Christian, and she's so offended by me moaning in my sleep. Oh, she think I got a serious demon on me, and she been looking at me so crazy ever since. I can't help it. I can't help it. But I like my moan. Oh, them dudes, they like that moan too. I think they think it's sexy too. You know, all moans are not created equal. Some of these motherfuckers be moaning, and it sounds terrible. Sounding like a motherfucking dairy cow. Like my sister. I was eavesdropping on one of my sisters one time, and she was like, man, I'm standing outside at the window listening at this shit. I said, you embarrassing me, girl. And coincidentally, if I'm not mistaken, she was with the dude that I had been with already. He done fucked 2 sisters. Yeah, a lot of that be going on. And, man, I'm like, wait a minute, I already been with him. And he was a terrible whore. He was fucking a woman next door to us. He just nasty. And I had slipped around with him, fucked him in his truck in the front seat some months before, maybe a year or 2 or 3 before he slid over there to my sister, fucking her. And I already knew he had a little dick. So I'm like, what is you that sound like a dairy cow for? You know, some of these women just be faking. I said, you just faking too much, girl. What is he doing to you? He must got a strap on. Because I know he ain't doing all that, causing you to do all this with that, what I hate. Okay. And I don't know if she knew that I had already been with him. I don't know if he told her. But I think that's so motherfucking low down. He knew that we were sisters, and then he go over there in the bed with her. After he already done been with me. And then he already been with the neighbor. Ugh. Just a community whore. Oh. But the only reason why I did it is because he had some money. He was a dope dude. Heavy dope dude. And he was kind of cute. And kind of, you know, short and chunky. And I knew all that chunkiness. He was packing down there, right? And he gave me a ride one night. And we pulled over on the side of the road. I was about 15 years old. And he was a full grown man with children. 15 years old in the front seat of his truck, pulling my panties down, and there it go. And I'm just knowing I'm finna get worked over, right? Man, bye. It was just like fucking a little toddler penis. This man had a little Vienna sausage. And I'm like, you done worried me for all of this. And this is all I get. This wasn't even worth me taking my panties down, right? With this little toddler size penis that you get. And when I heard him fucking my sister, done slid over there fucking my sister, and she over there with all that, like he just power driving her, right? Just drilling her. I said, they must have a strap on over there, because I know he ain't working with nothing. So anyway, and man, it's something to deal with out here in these 6 streets, ain't it? Ain't it something to deal with out here? You never know what you're gonna get until these panties and pants come down. You just never know what you're gonna get. Because even if they send you a picture of it, some of it could be fake. You know, it's a lot of that going on. They go and steal somebody else's picture and send it to you. And then you ain't going to find out until you go there. And the light may or may not be on. And then there you go feeling it. And it ain't what you're seeing on the picture. What you feeling. It ain't matching up. And... man, oh man. But I need somebody's son to put some work in with me. And I'm trying to be strong. But you know, a lot of times the spirit is strong and the flesh is weak and willing. So y'all pray my strength in the Lord. And hopefully I can keep these panties pulled up. Okay. Let me read some of y'all's comments and then I'm going to get me some hot fish. Hello everybody. How are y'all doing today? Hello Simply Angie. Hello USM. Hello Quay's Diary. Hello Nettie Bats. Hello Vic. Rattlehead. Ooh, big rattlehead. Hello. Who else is in the chat? Oh, Gary Skaggs said, I'll bless you, sweetheart. Oh, Gary, don't do me like that. I'm already hot and vulnerable. Don't do me like that, Gary. Send me your credentials to karmikaboom.com. Send me your credentials, boy. No name. Hello, how are you today? Hello, Jenny H. I sent you a gift card yesterday. I hope you enjoy it. Hello, Milano Love. Milano Love said, I dropped my phone in the dishwasher. Oh, Lord. We got to start a GoFundMe to get her another replacement phone. Or him. Hello, New Asia. How are you? Yeah, you want to bless me, New Asia. Oh, Lord. Gary trying to treat me like a prostitute over here in these chat streets. I think it was catfish, Mega J. I know they say you're not supposed to eat catfish because it bleeds like a woman. But hopefully it was clean and the Lord blessed it and removed all that. Hopefully. It was some good fish. Good fish. Hello, Therapist 84. You love fried fish too? I like it too. Not often, but, you know, every now and again. Yes. Hello. Who else is here? Hello. Who is this? Be Vegan. Be Vegan, hello. Be Vegan says you should probably flirt a little, but not aggressive. Use your femininity, Carmen. Damplings distress. Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to wear this little flirty dress. I got me a new dress, and honey, ooh, that dress just makes me feel sexy. I already got 2 of them. And it makes me feel so much like getting in some trouble. I might need to wear some pants, right? And, ooh, honey, when I wore that pink one the other day, I had a lot of attention on me. And that one dude, he said, I seen you yesterday with that pink dress on. You were looking good. And I told him, you got some good eyesight on you, fella. And it's a little flirty dress. And it just be swaying and swinging across my booty when I be walking. And it be making me feel a certain kind of way. You know what I mean? You know, these clothes got a spirit on them. They got a spirit. And, ooh, honey, when I wear that little dress, oh, I be feeling like getting in some trouble. Getting in some trouble with somebody's son. And I bought me a gray one recently. I'm going to wear that today. Whew. Do y'all think I should wear that dress or put on some pants? I think I need to put on some pants and stop all of this. Okay. Suppress it. I think I need to suppress it. Woo! I'm going to put that motherfucking dress on and drive them niggas crazy. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm gonna do. And let one of them put their hand up under there. Like that big dude that I've been looking at the bus terminal. I want that man so bad. And he keep on walking fast. I want him to sit down. I want him to sit down at the bench with me so we can have a conversation. Let one thing lead to another. Would he sit down? Would he sit? Will y'all tell that nigga to sit down beside me and be still? He do all this motherfucking talking, just be walking and talking. I need him to sit his big back ass down beside me and ask me what's up, what you doing, what's your phone number, where you going today, and all that kind of stuff. I hope I see him in a little bit when I get ready to get on that bus and go up there. I hope I see his big ass, big beautiful bitch. He's a big beautiful bitch. He's a big sexy motherfucker. I like the one last night. This young dude was on the bus. He was a big ass dude. And he kept on looking over at me. He had something on his mind. And I was thinking about it too. And I started a little conversation with him. I wasn't thinking about that motherfucking idea around his neck. But that's what I started with. I worked with that. And he knew I was bullshit. He knew I was wanting to talk about something else. And he kept on looking over at me. He was thinking about it. And every time he looked at me, I look away. Maybe I'll see him again. I don't know. But the reason why I acted like that, when I be striking up a conversation with them, I be analyzing them. I be interviewing them. And one thing that threw everything off about that dude last night, that big dude I seen on the bus last night, he had a fat tongue. He's a fat tongue nigga. I can't stand man or woman just have a fat tongue. Talk like that. That fat ass tongue. That threw everything off. But I was going to still cooperate if he had took control of the conversation and move things forward. I would have cooperated. But I was kind of reluctant to do it myself because I was like, he got that fat ass tongue in the mouth. I can't stand, and I gotta listen at that on the phone. And yeah, what they doing? What you got in the panty? Man, that's gonna aggravate the shit out of me. How I'm gonna get in the mood with a fat tongue, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Talking to me with all that fat tongue, motherfucker. Fat tongue, motherfucker. I don't want no dude with a fat tongue. Do y'all like a dude with a fat tongue? I don't like no dude with a fat tongue. Unless, you know what I mean? Unless all of that. It don't even count when it comes to that. But talking to me with that fat tongue, I can't get moist like that. I can't get moist. And I'll need to get moist. Okay? Hello, Christina. How are you today? It is hot out there. And in here, too. Christina says it's the heat that make people act up. You think that's what it is, Christina? The heat. We're going to blame it on the heat. Yeah. Hello, Mrs. Allen. That's what it is, Christina. It's the heat. It ain't me. It's the heat. It's the sun fault. Acting up. Just acting up. Yes, Christina, got us acting up. That's what I heard, Quest Diary. The catfish bleeds like a woman. That's what I heard. I don't know for sure. I don't know for a fact. That's what I've been told. You had some fried clams, no name? Okay. Oh, I think this is somebody I know. Gary, do I know you? Somebody calling me a name that I'm very familiar with. That's what my first love used to call me, Sweet Lips. Is that my first love? Got using another name. Gary, is that you? Is that you? Come clean, Gary. Come clean. I don't think that's a coincidence that Gary calling me that. I think that's my first love. Is that you, man? Confess. This is the confession hour. Is that you? Yes or no? I ain't gonna tell your wife that you over here. If that's you. I want Gary to send me an email. Send me an email, Gary. I got to find out who you are. Because you talking some talk over here in this chat that's catching my attention. You got my attention, Gary. Send me an email. Send me an email so I can check you out. Send me an email, honey. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go get me some fish. Look at Gary. Look at Gary just turning me on. Still talking about them lips. Look at Gary. Look at Gary. Look at Gary just turning up the heat. Just turning up the heat. You see him already vulnerable. Look at Gary. Do y'all see Gary? Do you see him over here in this chat? Do you see Gary? Just working me. Just working me. Just working. I'm finna close out this live stream, Gary, because you just... Lord have mercy. I'm finna go get me some fish, and I'm gonna leave Gary in the chat. Unless it email me. Look at Gary. Look at him. Look at him. All right. We're getting ready to close this out. And you all have a great day. I have enjoyed you all very much. Look at USM. All right, you guys. I want you all to have a great day, as I stated. And I got me some new lipstick yesterday. Do y'all like it? Do y'all like it? That's what I got on right now. You know, I usually have on the lip gloss, the clear. But, you know, I went somewhere where I've been meaning to boycott. I said I wasn't going to go in there no more, but I keep on going, taking my ass in there. The Family Dollar. Ugh. This was so random. I went in there to get some garbage bags. And while I was at the counter, I saw one of these in a different color. So I went over there to check it out, and I did like the selection. And I love this color. I usually buy this color in a different brand. And I have some locked up in my storage, and I can't get to my storage right now. And I'm pretty sure it's done melted by now and gotten too old. Whenever I do get to my storage, I'm going to have to throw it away probably. But I love this color. I love this color. And I usually like to get me a nice dress to wear with it to complement it. But I like this color. Do y'all see it? You know, MAC has a similar color. And I don't know why MAC is so expensive and all this hoopla is around MAC. I'm not crazy about MAC. I've tried MAC. I don't see what the big deal is myself. And then on the other end, it has the lip gloss. I like that. I really do like it. And you can't beat that for $1. It's only $1. And it does the same as MAC. I'm convinced that not all lip gloss are created equal, but a lot of them are doing the same thing. And I really like this color. I usually like to wear that dark color. It's like a burgundy, maroon-ish. I like to wear that in the fall, not the fall, the winter season. But you can get away with it in the summer, like in the evening time, perhaps going to dinner or whatever. And then on the other end, it has the clear lip gloss. I really like that. But I don't like that brush. I like the one that I have. I don't like that. It's too much going on. It's just like doing some nail polish. I don't like that kind of brush. It's too much work. And then you got to do too much stroking. You got to do too much stroking. I like this. I got this at Target. I really like the e.l.f. brand. I like that brush in the e.l.f. brand. You see? It's so easy. Do y'all see it? I like that applicator. You know, all applicators are not created equal, but I like this one. And I really like the density of the e.l.f. It's not too thick. It's not too this and that. Some of them cheap lip glosses just slide off your lip and all on your chin and stuff. But the e.l.f., I have no problems with it. I hadn't tried this yet. I don't like that brush on this. I think this is a lot. Lock and Lip Color by LA Colors. I ain't never liked LA Colors. That's real cheap. That's a real cheap brand. But we can get away with this. So anyway, I'm going to leave you guys and go on about my business. I really like my earbuds once again. This video is brought to us by our unofficial sponsor, Skullcandy. I love these earbuds, man. I was listening to some sexy music last night, and I was feeling it in my soul. Skullcandy makes it possible. You know, all earbuds are not created equal. It's important to have a good pair of earbuds. It's got that good surround sound that I like. So anyway, you all have a great day. I'm starting my day off real late. Real late. But anyway, I got to get going. It's almost, well, it's after 1 o'clock. So we'll talk again real soon. And I'm still applying for different houses. And I found one last night, a townhouse in a nice neighborhood. And I don't know how I'm going to work the application. You know, I haven't been working, and a lot of people look down on that. And I don't want to lie on my application. And I called one of my friends to ask if I can use her address and say that I've been renting from her, and she don't want to cooperate. And I'm trying to do it the right way, but sometimes we got to cut corners. You know what I mean? I'm going to get out of this bullshit. I'm going to get out of it. And this other guy who told me he had a house, I don't really like the area, because that's the area where my vehicle got stolen from last October. And I don't want to go back over there. But, you know, it's some good areas, some good corners of that area, and some not so good areas. So I called him yesterday. I suppose I went over there and looked at it today or Thursday. He won't even answer his phone. Won't answer my texts. So maybe that's a blessing. Maybe I'm dodging a bullet. I don't really want to go over there no way. Plus, it's too high what he want for it. But the only incentive is, he said, you know, he keep the utilities in his name. And blah, blah, blah. And I kind of got a crush on him. So, and he said he got a fiance. I'm trying to be strong for the both of us. So I better not do that, right? Yeah, I better look for something else. And avoid all those potential problems. Yeah. Later on down the lane. So anyway, you guys have a great day. And I will talk to you all real soon, God willing. And be strong. I'm going to try to be strong. But if I should fall on somebody's son's lap or face, I'm going to ask the Lord to forgive me. And I want y'all to forgive me too. All right? And y'all try to do the same. Let's try to be strong out here in these streets. Because there's so many temptations along the way. Okay, holla at your girl. Peace.